Adventures.
Hey guys, it's Chuke here with Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, one of the main comments I have been getting on a lot of my videos for the last several months is, Chuke, when are you going to review the Ruger LC Carbine in 10 millimeter? And I have to admit, I wasn't that interested in it at first, but I started thinking about it and thinking about the longer barrel because I was used to some of the shorter barrel kind of carbine pistols that me and Chuck were testing last year, and I wasn't really into them. And my thought was, well, you know, if you're going to have something like that for bear camp, because that's what we were thinking it would be good for, like a truck gun, of course, or when you're sitting around bear camp. A lot of times we're sitting there cooking bacon, and sometimes we get lucky and a bear will just like start sniffing around camp, and that's when you want to take it out. I would rather have an AK. I'm not going to lie. I'm a big fan of the AK-47 as far as bear protection for camp, just because they don't jam. The round is really powerful. You can get some really good rounds. It's basically, you can compare it to a semi-auto 30-30 in some respects. I'm just a big fan of the AK. So I've always said I'd rather have an AK than a carbine that shoots a pistol round, even if it is 10 millimeter. But the more I think about it, especially the fact that this takes Glock mags, is it makes a lot of sense, since typically the pistols that we are bringing on these trips, camping trips, hunting trips, are in 10 millimeter. The mags, you know, the larger ones are going to work in this, and we can switch ammo back and forth between this. You're always going to have ammo because we've got our Glock 20s with us, with all the hard cast, and we can throw that in here. This does have a decently long barrel. It is threaded. I know 22 Plinkster did a video on this 2 months ago, and he had his can on there, so I'm totally going to do that. I mean, just for the fun factor and the fact that Ruger keeps putting out this great stuff. So this takes Glock mags, and that is a no-brainer. So it comes with one SGM tactical 30 rounder, which is wonderful. And I was very worried about this because Chuck gave me one of these, and I still have it. So now I have two. You only get one with the carbine. But Chuck gave me one of these a couple years ago to test, and we tested them in our Glock 20s, and we both couldn't get it to work. But I think it was just a pistol thing. We are going to take a look at this. We'll bring it to the range. I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, here it is, guys. I really like the anodized finish they did with this. Now, it is aluminum alloy receiver. Look at how much pick rail you got. M-lock, QD mounts. It's just, it comes with these two flip-up sights. They're plastic, but they're all right. And then, of course, I got the Unity mount and one of these new Siley red dots, which I'm really happy with. But everything from the texture of the grip, the trigger was nice, all the controls I liked. The adjustable stock that folds, really nice. So the barrel is what really sold me. This is a 16.25 inch barrel, threaded alloy steel, and of course you can put a can on there. And it only weighs 7.4 pounds. You put a little red dot or something on there, you're not going to add much. I mean, it's not too heavy. That's like your standard hunting rifle, basically. Just a nice looking rifle. And the fact that you've got 30 plus rounds of 10 millimeter at your disposal. Amazing. Let's see how it runs. Oh man, I have been dying to try this bad boy out, so we're gonna give it a shot. I got a couple mags here. See how she does. All right, let's try it some more. Belt open. I love this thing. Can't wait to test some stream penetrators in it. Hard cast. So there you go, guys. I had that optic way too low, so I got a uni mount on there. But what a fun rifle. It was 100% reliable for me. You can fold the stock. I mean, this just makes sense in so many ways. They knocked it out of the park with this. So many features. You're going to get great ballistics, great velocity out of this barrel, and it takes Glock mags. So this, even though I was a little worried about these mags, I mean, they work great in this thing, so no problems. And that one of those was the same mags I had problems with in my Glock 20. So it makes sense for camping, hunting in bear camp, just camping in the summer. We always bring 10 millimeters, and now we can have one of these things that can use the same ammo that we have in our pistols, and we can trade back and forth. So very cool idea, very fun little firearm. Definitely recommend it, and the price isn't too bad either. So let me know what you guys think. We'll have some more testing with this and see what kind of velocity with some of our favorite ammo we can get. So thanks. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, no, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10 millimeter. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die.